Hello, dorks. Hello, hello. Welcome in. It's Unchatter time. It's time for Dwarf Fortress. Time for kobolds. It's time for a new era of kobolds, isn't it? Welcome in. Hello, Orion. Hello, JM. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new king for our kobolds. Hooray, I guess. We had the king passed of natural causes, I guess, in our fortress last stream. And now the king is somewhere else. The king of our civilization is now someone else in some other place. I have no knowledge of them in any way other than their name. We know their name, and that is pretty much it. I'm kind of curious if they're going to show up in our fortress, but I'm not holding my breath. Kind of thinking we saw the thing, and as expected, the king just kind of fell over dead in the throne room, holding his fire snake. And then the post was inherited by someone not in our fortress. So that's that. Our civilization enters a new era under a new king. Hooray! So we have a couple more projects that we're working on wrapping up. I'm also keeping an eye on a mischievous cat over here, in case you're curious. Tofu is trying to find a place to settle. Or eat, or something. I don't know. King Reg. Oh, geez. If we had the option to choose who the king was, Reg would be the king, for sure. But I think it's like... there's family succession, I think is how it works. I don't think we have the ability to change things. I think it would be cool. Maybe someday as those systems get fleshed out, we'll have the ability to do like Crusader King style, like change how the leader of the kingdom is decided, right? Maybe it's hereditary rule by default, but you get to choose, you get to do something to change over to like a parliament of some kind. I don't know. I think that would be cool. It's far off from now, that's for sure. This cat really wants to destroy everything. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up our sauna. The sauna is, I'd say 80 to 90% done. We're making some tweaks. We're building our ice walls. We're building ice walls down on the magma sea. Quite glorious. So we're gonna wrap up that. Maybe beautify things a little bit, tie up any loose ends, and then in the next stream or two, I think we're moving on. I think we're gonna be doing an adventure and going back home. I think that's what's on the plate in the next week or two. So that's fun. Today's episode is brought to you by polar bears. Waving hello. Don't mind the axes. And by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, wherever you want to hang out. There is a polar bear who is ready to welcome you, who is ready to say hi, ready to ask you a question. So I hope you're ready for the pop quiz. And that's it. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna do the thing. I'm gonna press this button. And here's where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and unpause even. We are in the summer of 179, so we've almost completed 80 full years in this world, which kind of blows me away. This is definitely the longest time I've spent in a single world. And I'm in love. I'm gonna be upset when we move on. We have 2 groups stranded. Oh, that's right. I screwed up something in here. There's our ice. Oh, now it's autumn. Something flooded. I don't know. There's a level that was flooded, and then someone opened a door, and then it was all flooding down the stairwell. So it trapped people in some way. But I think we fixed it. I guess we should double check. And when we're going for a little bit more adamantine. I want a little bit more adamantine so that I can remake our polar bear person-sized breastplate. Because I made it the wrong size when I remade it. Just remembering that. Let's stay unpaused. Yeah, we got all this water draining here. Where is our... There's our cave entrance. I don't know where I'm at anymore. Right here. Here's our cave entrance. The door's even open. But this all seems fine. Okay, so this was the problem. This is dried out now. So I think people can get up and down stairs, but it still says you're stranded. Why are you stranded? We're working on bolt throwers here. So like you can get, like, there's not weird hot stone stuff. Can you go like that? You can do that. And then you want to get down over to here, right? This is the way up. That's the way up. You should be able to do that. Hey, look, it's Tofu. Hi. So yeah, what are you... I'm confused. Can you not... You can go through there, right? Can you do this? Hooray, cats! Does the... I wonder, so people are coming down for this. Do the bolt throwers actually block movement? That would be news to me. I thought you could stand on top of a bolt thrower. Maybe you can't. Maybe. Maybe you can't go through the tile of a bolt thrower. Yeah, because no one's going for these jobs either. Okay, interesting. Today I learned. Oh yeah, we need to make Billin. Billin? Our overseer has requested a chest made of Billin, which I don't think I've ever made on purpose before. Billin is silver and copper, or silver and copper. Got it. I want to say, did I tell him to make Billin? I told him to make chest. Make Billin bars? Or like forge? Smelt. How do I make Billin? Okay, hold on. Make Billin bars, use bars. There we go. Just do 10 of those. That should be plenty to make a chest. Okay, yeah, it's clearly this. It's clearly the bolt thrower. Well, that's good to know. I have asked this before, but I would have remissed not to ask before the fortress is over. Can we flood the crisscrossed mine section so we can leave the whole level for mud to be grown on by cavern greenery? We could. There are levels that are flooded. The thing that was weird, I don't know how the water got released, but like we had a level that was completely flooded. It wasn't one of the crisscross sections, but it was just like a big open mine. Okay, clearly they can get down. Clearly that's the problem. Okay, now you're good, right? Now you're gonna go eat, and you're gonna go eat. Good. Yeah, let's go find that. So the problem was, like, here's our stairwell, right? So we have like, there's like this level, right? That's not aquifer though, so that's not actually flooding. There's that level, there's that level, there's that level. There's this one. We actually put in a decent amount of work to dry this one out. This one is still flooding a bit. This one is mud. This one just is mud. And is growing. There's some pigtails. There's some tunnel tubes. This is going to grow trees. Yeah, this level, like you can see on the mini map here, all that blue is water. So that's there. And then this is the level that leaked. This was completely... rewind the mind. Yeah, there you go. This was completely full. This is going to become completely full again, I'm pretty sure. But I just have it closed. I don't want anyone going through here. I don't know why someone did. I think someone came through and opened this door, and then the flowing water, like, shoved a rock into the doorway and forced the door open. So then all the water was just draining down our main stairwell here, and that was closing things off for us. And then there's like all this, right? There's all this mud here. That's draining from our waterfall. Here's Moth Dast, haggard and pale. Why are you pale? Are you like severe blood loss and infections? Oh, Moth Dast. You're gonna need some more medical care. Moth Dast isn't looking good. He is under arrest. He's been tantruming. Moth Dast has started tantruming. Masterwork has been lost. Oh, because I melted something. Whatever. Of Ooter? That might not even be one of us. I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. We're working on melting all of our melt objects. Do you mind a secondary access shaft? I think that's kind of what we have. I just need people to not open that door. I don't know. I'm also not going to get too hung up on it. If it's working, it's working. Look forward to cabin growth before we go. Yeah, exactly. Plus we're like leaking out into the cave itself now. Where was that happening? Here. So all the water that we leaked from the level above is draining out into the cave. So now this is all mud. This wasn't mud before. This was all stone. So now we're all the webs. Oh, that's a lot of webs. So like this was all bare stone, I'm pretty sure. So that's cool. The caves will be fine. The caves will go on. How are we on wood? I'm curious if... where was I chopping wood? I was like over here. I was chopping wood here. Looks like the trees were chopped. So I'm gonna assume that we're good on wood. Where's the water cave? Water in the cave is draining off map. Whenever a body of water kind of touches the edge of the map like this, it kind of can flow in and out. So this is like the ocean that's under the ocean, and then under this way is like back under the glacier, and then north probably as well. Then in the south as well, yeah. So it's it goes everywhere. So it'll just eat the floodwater basically. That's why draining into the caves is so convenient, is because you can never really like accidentally fill the caves. The caves will kind of keep themselves drained to some extent. Best case, yeah, I think so. That's kind of why I did it that way. Where's our drain? Like we have a door here, and the door's been open, but we also just have fortifications here right at the base of our stairs. So anything that leaks, anything that manages to get all the way down to the bottom of our fortress just drains out into the cave. Worst case scenario, it exits the map. Unless you selectively sealed it. Yeah, you could accidentally make it bad. Hey, the dwarves are here. Hooray. Oh, we made the chest. That was quick. So who wanted this? Zickersy? Overseer of Toothsnacked. So this isn't even the overseer of this place. This is the overseer of some other place. So your room, or you wanted it, where did you want it? You want it in your office. In your study? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna put your fancy chest here. Fill in chest. That should make you happy. And then in theory, we're working on, I only made the one, so I'm gonna do rock toy. This is making me want to play Minecraft, create and drain out some water cavern for fun. Yeah, like proper pump out. Bill in chestulent adventure. Oh, suspended a bolt thrower. No, just do it. You're fine. Okay, we're gonna keep... That's schist, so actually we can mine like that. Trying to reveal our structure here. And then we were actually gonna work on mining in from a different level as well. Where was that? Is that this? I think that's this. Right, so I was going to channel here. I'm gonna channel here. And that's probably gonna open up some magma. Of course, it's gonna trap someone up there, I guess. I guess this is dangerous, isn't it? I'll be safe. Let's be safe. How do I do that safely? I just don't want them going back that way. Maybe I'll just do this. Give it some room to expand into. And then the other thing that we're working on is our sauna here. We have all these ice walls. We have these ice walls done. This, I believe, is all set. All of our floodgates are connected. Oh, I do need to rename them if I'm being consistent. So this is magma east. That's water. Right? Yeah. Nope, not remove. Magma south. Magma west. And magma north. These are all connected to magma release, right? Connected to those four things. Okay, so that should all be correctly configured. And then we have a pile of ice sitting here, right? That should be plenty. That might be all we need here. So I'm just gonna designate what we have left. I'm just gonna be 3 like that. And then like that, right? Yeah. And that's it. If they can just build all that, then we'll be good. Pile of ice was precursor band to puddle of mud, yes. It was sitting there for too long and became a puddle of mud. How's our squads doing? Our squads are okay, right? Our squads are okay. Don't think I'm gonna trade with the dwarves. We could make our prison a little better. Oh no! Well, there goes Mothast. Dang. Dang! Well, now we need another apprentice. Should I put... I was kind of hoping Mothas would become our overseer. Those are all the polar bears, right? Those are all the polar bears. So I'm not going to do anyone who's in the military. There's Igal here, a stonecutter. Several of these I haven't seen much of. Like there's our squad, obviously. And then Sakrith. So one of them's or Nobel. Nobel's our tavern keeper. I'm gonna say Igal is gonna be in line to inherit. You need better quarters. So sadness is inescapable. Yeah, I mean that is only the second polar bear person we've lost, which is kind of impressive, all things considered. But we lost both of them to tantrums. We're noticing that like the people that we adopt, we had a similar issue with a lot of the necromancer experiments in the last fortress, right? A lot of them turned into little tantrumy babies, and bad things happened. So where was your bedroom? I don't know if the apprentice had a room in here. He must have, though. Why are you there? Are you there on purpose? I wonder if that was supposed to be like clan tactician or something. I think just a random person took this bedroom. I think I'm gonna say that this becomes the apprentice room. And then you're good. And then we should make sure that everyone has bedrooms. There are zones. Yep, okay, you can go there. And then, oh yeah, Towat needs a room for sure. Never claimed one. I wonder if the experiments might not sleep. I wonder if they don't sleep. And then 2 children. Cool. Everyone has a room. Overseer meets with the dwarf. So now our overseer is the one who meets with people. Because we don't have a king anymore. Stray Penguin has forgotten his training. I'm also curious if the king will end up down here. He did! The king is buried in the tomb. It finally worked. They had to fix that. That was bugged for quite a while. This item is resting within the building. Sure is. The king lies in the black bronze sarcophagus in the royal throne room, or the royal tomb. Does that mean someone has claimed the bedroom? No, okay. We're gonna leave the king's quarters empty. Because the king isn't here. It's the domestic life that kills him, it's true. They settle down too much. Okay, so we want to keep an eye down here. There are things I want to do. That's diamond, that's schist, that's spinel, that's interesting. Might just be an extra gem cluster, not part of the pillar. These are working. Yeah, I want all these loaded. And then here, yeah, okay. This is a little safer. I'm gonna say we're gonna channel right here. Hello, Barely Creative. How's it going? Our tantruming polar bear person had died in jail, and we're very sad. But the king now lies in the official royal tomb, which is cool. We actually have a tomb. We have a king in a tomb, as intended, and that all just happened very quickly. Okay, so we're finishing off our ice walls here. Praying to Toulon. Oh, found Mothast. That took a minute. I'm also tempted to... Like, we have liquid that ends up back here, which isn't really necessary. I could... This would just be microcline. But we could... What would we do? It'd be like that? Just to put walls in here. I'd want it to be symmetrical at least, right? Something like that. That might be nice. Just to make it look a little nicer. But maybe it probably don't matter. I don't think I care. I think we're gonna leave it kind of natural like that. Natural. I do want to keep an eye on this. And that is schist, and that is warm, damp schist. Schist. Yeah, there you go. You work. Nope, you're just walking through. Okay. Okay, bye. We had enough ice. We have plenty of ice. We have plenty of ice down here. Oh, there we go. Okay. And you're just gonna... You're gonna die anyway. Great. Great. Run! Crawl faster! I should have been more careful about that. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Dang. There goes another miner. Oh dear. How many miners do we even have at this point? Oh, we still got several. We got several legendary miners. We're fine. And then... Oh, that just... Or no, okay. Right, so it was... The magma pocket was here. It doesn't link to below. It was just a single tile magma pocket. Okay. Now that is damp. And... I guess I could... It's now dangerous to try and get further in there, but I guess I could do this, right? I can dig in that way. And then this is all basically dangerous now. We can do here, we can do here, we can do here. That's obsidian. Okay. And then that's schist, that's schist. We'll figure it out. There you go. Cool. It's all coming together, aside from the people who are dying. Then there's all this. I'm gonna remove this stockpile so maybe they can start moving this upstairs. Don't know what we're gonna do with it all. We have all these silver grates now. I'm also gonna get rid of this dump zone. And then we could probably get rid of this microcline pile as well. Actually, I'm gonna keep that there for now. Because who knows? Could potentially come in from this side, though of course this is all gonna be... That's all gonna be semi-molten. So maybe not. Right, okay, so then that's obsidian, that's orthoclase. Sure is a long walk down here. Hey, look, a fire snake. Oh, just one more. And it's you. It's you. So I'm also going to work on removing this floor here. Why is this... Oh, no, I'm missing a tile right there, aren't I? It's like, why is it 4 here, not 3? We have 1 tile to go right there. Hello, Juxwing. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The king is dead. We're working on kind of our last little bits of project. I want just a little bit more candy. I want a frustratingly small amount of candy, which means I have to open up a whole nother vein. And then this is all there's schist there. There's no way it's pillar out here, right? That wouldn't make sense. But it could. Who knows? And then, yeah, and then that's all that. You're just hanging out? Okay. Oh, what else do we have going on? We have clothing on the surface from the last siege. I think we made that stockpile bigger, so now people are gonna come out here to move it, maybe? Maybe? And then, yep, Shag the Miner has been missing. So you're gonna need, we lost your corpse even, so you're gonna need a slab. Goody goody. Yep, oh, they just filled it with, fine. You need to put bins in there, guys. The bins are important. Engrave slab to shag. A shag slab. And then we should still have unoccupied tombs in here. That all seems fine. Oh, a couple more doors. And then a coffin for there. Okay. Oh, and they're our bird person. Here's our new bird person. You own an item, and you're storing it in your bedroom. Look at that. I am wearing old clothes. It's irritating because your stuff is small. We need to make like you're wearing all the hand-me-downs from Kerr. Let's do yarn toga, yarn skirt, yarn cap, and then leather shoes. And we're just gonna do 5 of each of these because that should get you set for however long you need them. You're the only one wearing these things. For Eagleman. There we go. The dwarves will be leaving. That's... oh, I don't know what that was. Hopefully that's fine. Let's go... oh, now it says 2 are stranded again. Oh, did I do something? Why are you... you were stranded because... oh, because that wall got built. Because now you're back behind things. So you're fine. But you and you... so this goes up to here. And then, I do want back here still. If we just connect like that. I don't want to connect that middle bit. But I can do... I could do like that, but that's kind of silly. I could do right here. That might be better. But I don't want to like bypass that. Could do over here. Maybe let's do that. We'll do that. Okay. You should work on that. And then I want to channel out that. It'd be cool if someone did that, but of course it's because there's magma on the stairs, like precisely on the stairs. Hooray. I think we can dig, or no, there could be something there, but there couldn't be something here. Or no, there could be something here. And then there could be something here. And that's all schist. I think this is just a random secondary gem cluster. There we go. Okay, so now someone can get up here. Goodness. Dig, dig. I can do that, and then that's obsidian. This is tetrahedrite, though. Still have a weremonkey. Still don't really know what to do with our weremonkey. And this is all wet. I wonder, is there just gonna be water right here? It'd kind of be fantastic, actually, if that was all just water. Let's do... and I could get it from above. Actually, let's do that. Let's see what happens if I channel here. I think I also want to put some floor in these bits. Just to prevent anyone falling in. You know how that goes. And that was water. Look at all that water. Okay, excellent. So that's all going to drain. It even comes down to this level. So actually we can dig here as well. They do fall. They're a little clumsy sometimes. Can't deny that. This is just all gems. I guess there could be some adamantine back here, but we don't see any yet. So then this is fine. Could still be something hiding here. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. And then I'm gonna put a floor here, but I'm gonna leave this one because that can just drain out. And then we can get rid of this and drain that whole pool. That'll give us plenty of access down in there. And then this is saying that there's wetness. I guess this could be, well, I guess this wouldn't be, right? This would be because there's water behind. Because I don't think water touched here. Right? This is warm, damp, warm, damp, warm, damp, warm, damp, warm, damp. So I bet there's more. There's magma and water back here. Okay. So now we can dig this, and this, and this, and that. Just to clean all that up a bit. There's an edge here. That's obsidian, so we can go down this way. And what's going on up here? We have sapphire, obsidian, obsidian. Wow, obsidian, and then schist there. Wow, that's cool. I think that's just all gem. And then I'm tempted to join this. There could definitely be something here, but it might also just be magma. I think we want to drain some magma out of here. But of course, we want to be careful because we are draining into our walkway here, right? We need a way to get in here that's different from where we're actively draining magma. That would probably be the smart thing to do. And then this is just all going to be obsidian. I guess we can do that as well. Okay, and then I'm going to do a floor here. Okay. And then I'm going to dig out more of this. Needs milk, so we're failing to make cheese. That's totally fine. Totally fine. So there's going to be magma in here. That is just how it works. So we want to have a way to drain it. That's diamond. is gonna go like all the way over to here. But I guess we can go around. I guess this can all go. And then we could peek into here from above. What if we do that? I'm gonna guess that it's magma. I don't think there's a monster in there, because it is warm and damp. Of course, now I have more than one way in there. So maybe what I want to do, I don't want this to be a walkway. I want this to only be a drain. Maybe that's what's going on here. So I'm going to put a wall just across here. And then we'll have our stairwell there. Our stairwell here. But I want anything that crawls out to have to go through here. Oh, you didn't actually connect here, did you? Because it's wet. Whatever. So I want this to be the only entrance and exit to the space, but there are going to be stairwells within here to get up and down. So maybe do like this. And then that goes down, and then that's our access to this level. I think that will be fine. And then we dig, or, I almost did a bad thing there. Because if I free, well, I guess it's still joined to the stairwell. Are stairwells load bearing? Stairs are load bearing, aren't they? Maybe what I'm gonna do is like leave. I'm gonna leave one side. I don't want to drop this whole platform and just destroy everything we've been working on. That would be sad. But I think this does support it. Like this one doesn't, obviously. Codon found dead. Wait. Wait, what? Why? So you weren't a soldier. Was that old age? That might have been old age. But in the middle of autumn. Oh, there's a giant snowy owl on the surface. I don't know what the issue was with that one was. But there's another polar bear dead. That's not a good sign. Wonder how long you've been sitting in there. It could just be a chamber that isn't very well trafficked. I didn't get like a so-and-so's been missing. And there's no combat log. They're all struggling to dump items. Oh, is it because I've like deleted all my dumps now? So now this is like all our only dump. Well, we're done with this, right? So I'm actually going to deconstruct the hatch and put a wall there instead. Just to seal this off for sure. And I'm going to say that this is going to be a microcline. Just there you are. On. And then I need to put our dump zones back in, which are here. Where's dump? I want a dump zone there, and I want one in the kitchen. No, there's a bunch of grates here. But I'll unforbid these. Okay. Should be able to find the dumps now. Okay. Yes, please, please do the thing. I'm gonna put in some floor. And then this just keeps going. We can do this. That's all obsidian. Here we go. So I think we're gonna do some dangerous things. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell some kobolds to come. Actually, are these too close? I wonder if they could even... I don't know if they can like operate this one by standing here. I guess we'll find out. And I'm just gonna go like this, essentially. Guess we also need to be careful about the corners, right? If you do corner, then corner, but like the side and side before the corner, then you drop the corner. I wonder if we'll ever get more migrants. Or if we kind of got what we have now. That would be sad. It's gotta be fine, right? Surely it's fine. I'll just do like this. I sure do hope it works the way I think it does. Because if these are what's supporting it, then I'm gonna have to get rid of it. No migrants this season. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Drop off inaccessible. Interesting. I don't know what they're trying to dump. Another penguin reverted too. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these. And then the wall got made. Hooray! Hooray! Yeah, they're just gonna stand like that, and that's not gonna really shoot down here, is it? That's not... It's not really gonna work. I wonder, like, there's no friendly fire, right? Maybe I just have to get rid of the middle one, and then we'll be fine. I'm assuming they don't have friendly fire. I guess that is an assumption. Okay, so now no one has a reason to come down here after something drains into it. So I want to poke my head like over here. Or I guess I wanted to do over here too. But I'm pretty sure there's not going to be adamantine on this level. I think we're looking at least at this level or lower. And this is all warm and damp. So I'm gonna say let's dig right there and see what's in there. I'm also gonna have our squad come down. Have both our squads come down. And risk goblin things. But you know. As we do. And it's magma! Hooray! Okay. So we can drain that from here. I think that's fine. Put a floor in there. Then you're just gonna drain. And no one's gonna come down there, right? Why are you... because you left your toga? You better run. Good thing there's some water right there. My god. You little twerps. Oh, you twerps. So that's emerald. But of course, there can't be anything there, which means there can't be anything here or here. Or no, that's not quite true, is it? There could be something right here. Yeah, there still could be something there. Okay, and then I'm also going to release this water. Maybe cool down the magma a bit. That's obsidian, that's orthoclase. And yeah, I'm gonna, oops, I want a channel to go like that. And they just hang out in the temple while they're... I guess there is a reason for them to hang out down here now. Oh, it just became obsidian. Classic. So now I'm gonna... I think that's gonna be fine. I think it's fine. Should be fine. Stairs are structural, right? Stairs are load bearing. It is touching the ground. Okay, thank goodness. Just gonna do these one at a time. And I think that's gonna be it for the sauna. I guess we need to test it again. Now that we have it much more open now. But I think this might be its final incarnation. I should have engraved the ice walls. Oh well. At least they're hanging out down here. Cool. Look at that. Look at that. I think we're set. I think we're okay to turn it back on. Our squad's down here. Perfect. So, where's something else that's dangerous? I think this is all kind of dangerous. Actually, let's pop this open while we have our squad down here. Could be something there. Who the heck knows? Oh, we melted a ruby. Obsidian, sapphire, schist. Wow. Okay. Something evil! Well, I'm glad I prepared. What is it? It's a porcupine devil. We've seen these. We've seen porcupine devils. It's a cheerless, greedy, quarreling porcupine devil. So you're gonna run. And then it's gonna come up here and face a corridor of bear. Hopefully you run the right way. Whoa, geez, it spits fire, apparently. Wow, that was quick. Porcupine devil grabs the miner by the third finger. Porcupine devil scratches in the leg. Artery's been opened. Miner falls over. Devil releases the grip. Scratches. Scratches. And there was fire in there somewhere as well. Wow. Sheesh. Well, this was a legendary miner. All of our miners are legendary, so of course. Ugh. Yep, that's a dead miner. And now this thing has a name. Taxed Wraith. So now what are you gonna do? You're gonna go upstairs? All you can do is upstairs. Yeah, here you go. Okay. Ooh, boy, that was quick. That was good on the siege operator. Flying bolt strikes, 10 has been torn. Yeah, okay. So that was definitely the bolt thrower that did that. Very nice. Porcupine devil. Caravan tactician bashes the porcupine devil in the head with the named, I want to say it's a warhammer. Yeah. Cool. Was that you, Zaspy? Or you? No, not you. Yeah, attack straight the porcupine devil. Cool. Our squad leader got a kill. I don't think we got anyone injured. We just had one. We had someone die, obviously, but there wasn't an injury. So that's good. Ugh, there's not even a corpse left. Is that enough to bury? If I bury just a claw, does that prevent a ghost? Speaking of preventing ghosts. I want to select it. Memorial to Shag. I mean, we found the body. Was that a... Well, I guess the porcupine devil did shoot fire, right? I think it did shoot fire. Because there was fire up here as well. A spattering of porcupine devil goo. This is orthoclase. Interesting. And then that is all just that. That's fine. We have not revealed anything over here. And I guess we want to get into here in order to reveal down here. Which means... like poking our head in here. There's some magma. There's quite a bit of magma. And it goes down to here. Okay. That's more magma to drain. Wow, that reveals a good chunk of this level, actually. Oh, were you... Oh, this was Lur's pet. Where were you, Urker? Now, your owner fell while you weren't around. I think we're gonna try to release this again. Plug up that hole. Do here. Sheesh. And it's still just, fine. I would love to just drain this through here so I could get all 3 levels at once. That does mean... revealing, like, through here. Which I can't easily do. Cannot easily do. Oh, there's more obsidian. Jeez. There's lots of gems, that's for sure. Okay. Let's see if we can get this going. I think everything's linked, right? Is all... Right, they're all just linked to gear assemblies. I think we're just gonna come up here to our logic room. We have our magma release linked to 4 magma buttons. We have our water release linked to 4 water buttons. We have the power on here. I want to turn on the power for the pumps themselves. So the water is going to pump from here, just making sure there's nothing that I've left open. This is our water reservoir. It goes down through these 4 holes and hits the water gates. That seems fine. Magma gets pumped through here. Goes down to here. Here's this reservoir. It goes down to there. I think that is good. So I'm going to turn on our pumps. I'm going to let them pump a bit before I actually turn on the mechanisms. Yeah, sure. I just want all the magma to go away. Why is that so hard? There's probably something right there, isn't there? And ultimately, I want to go down, but we know nothing about this level. We know nothing about this level, which leads me to believe that this is where the adamantine is going to be. I bet you this is semi-molten rock all the way around, and it's like fully encapsulated. And that's also, actually, it would be... I was going to say it was the same level as the first level of this, but that's not quite true. So I guess I wonder if there is any in here. Yeah, just flow out. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. It will make some obsidian, but that is fine. So we can dig all of this now. Can dig that. Can do that. Can do this and this. Or no, there could be something there. Could be something right there. And then that's obsidian, that's obsidian. Good, 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 good. I want to reveal something in here, I think, or up here. I guess we could come from this side. Could do, let's do like here. Let's do like here. Another penguin has reverted. Have we lost our animal trainer? We lost our animal trainer. Well, dang. That's one thing that I would like to see from this game. And maybe someday it will happen. But it's sad when people die, because as soon as they die, you lose a bunch of information about them. So I see so-and-so has died of old age, right? And then it's not really simple to just know, oh, that was my animal trainer. You kind of just have to know. So I wish two things. I wish before someone died of old age, maybe they had like some sort of sickness or like a short-term illness, so that you know it's about to happen. Maybe they're bedridden for a month, and then all their loved ones say goodbye, and they get happy thoughts because they had a chance to say goodbye to their loved ones, something like that. And then when they die, you have some way of looking at some preserved version of their records. I know the game can't just hold on to every bit of data for every character, but like Fortress characters, I feel like something should be preserved more than just the body itself. Maybe when someone dies, you have the option of like, you make a headstone, you make a slab, and then you can say, I want these 3 aspects of this character to be written down on the slab. I want the fact that they were a legendary siege operator, the fact that they were that they liked pewter, and the fact that they had 3 children, right? Like just put a couple facts about them on a slab. I think that would be cool. There could still be anything back here. Could still be anything right there. This is all cooled down pretty nicely. They're gonna be grabbing the gems, hopefully. Here comes our miner. It is winter. Whatever's gonna happen, it's definitely gonna happen. How's everyone's week going? It's been... Hey, there's just nothing there. It's been pretty chill here. I guess we can just do that. And then we can do that. And then we can mine down from there. Hooray! Do I just... Do I not pierce through here and I just drain this level and have it drain like over here? I could do that. Let's remove this. Can I get above this? I can get above that. So I'm gonna put a wall here and here. Okay. No one's doing anything dangerous right this moment, and we are pumping. Look at all the magma, and then this is all of our slots are loaded, but nothing is in here. That all looks perfect. So now, oh, the water is full. The water pumps so much faster than the magma. So, the magma release button triggers on water. Let's say depth of 3. There's 5 units of water in there. Does not trigger on anything else. And then our water release releases on water. of depth 3. Nothing else. Right? The fact that there's a rock there means nothing. So then let's go down here. So we should be releasing water first. We should see the water flow in. There we go. So here comes the water. It's going to fill up the basin a bit. And it will soon push the buttons. Right, our water buttons will trigger on depth 4. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, look at that. What if I turn off the, I mean, that's pretty too. If I turn off the numbers. I just like the numbers because it's information. That's pretty. I like the effect on the edges here. I don't know, that's good looking. Okay, so now I see buttons are being pressed slowly. Yep, there we go. So now we should see it switch over. There we go, there's the magma. And then the water closes. And then here comes the steam. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing steam. The steam is wafting. I think we did it. I think this is as close as we're gonna get. It's just all gonna replace with magma. And then that also looks cool. That's also pretty badass. And now the water goes again, because the magma doesn't go as deep. And we still get steam. Yeah. Okay, I think that works. I think our silliness works. You know, you're not getting... I have performed the rites of the armored cult. I felt wondrous. You're definitely not going to get any happy thoughts about Steam because it doesn't work that way. I'm the one getting the happy thought here. This gives me a happy thought. Yeah, and look, and there's just steam wafting around. I think having it open like this definitely helps. Of course, if it could go through grates or bars or anything, it would be fine, right? But it can't. So it needs to just be open like this. And Nairo here is just standing on the edge watching it refill. I think we did it. I think we did it. Hey, a strange mood. And then there's plenty of magma here for the next round. There's plenty of water here. It's gonna switch again soon. Wonder if it would be smart to put walls in here just so that the steam is definitely happening where we want it. I guess it's not going... I guess it spreads a little bit this way. It's honestly probably fine. I don't know that we would gain that much if we changed that. And again, it's pointless. This isn't actually doing anything for anybody. Except for me. Okay, I'm gonna channel right here so that we can drain all of this magma down into here, and then you need to leave. You need to not be there. And then kind of the same thing over here. We could mine there and reveal whatever's here. Guess there is going to be water back here. And then this is damp. Yeah, there's going to be water like right here. Let's mine right here. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Oh, there's another. Gonna lose that diamond. Oh well. That was where we mined out. That's fine. And there's some water there. Okay. That's fine. This is damp. There's probably water over here. Can't really get in there very safely. It's a lot of magma. But once this drains, then we can get into this middle chunk pretty easily. I guess we could even open up... we could just randomly poke in over here and see what happens. See what terrible thing pops out at us. Though, of course, that could just be the middle of the adamantine, couldn't it? That'd be terrible. There's a very, very low chance, but there is a chance. I could do like here. That we know is obsidian. Moody Kobold is gathering items. And we're still working around here. So this is schist. So I bet there's gonna be water in here. Or no, that's just because we're beneath the lake. I'm glad we did this. Planning for draining is definitely an important part of this, as we have learned. And now this is basically good, right? This is almost done flowing. Once those twos are gone. Yeah, look at this. And no one's even down here to appreciate it. It's only worth 4,700, but I think that's fine. I think that's fine. We know what it's worth. Something evil! Okay. That didn't take long, did it? Wow. Hey, look! Oh, it's an antelope devil. We've seen these before too, haven't we? Very large, three-eyed antelope twisted into humanoid form. Squirms and fidgets. Flax hair is patchy. Beware its deadly dust. Okay. And then you're just gonna get dripped on. But you run. There's the deadly dust. Oh dear. Are you also going to die? Are we just gonna lose a miner every time? Miner strikes the antelope devil in the arm, fracturing the bone. That's always nice. Miner's caught in a cloud of the extract. We have no idea how bad that is. Deadly dust can be bad. Where'd it go? Oh, it's like back in here. Heavy bleeding. Wow, you got it pretty good. Can you even get out? It's having a hard time getting out. Okay. Okay, good. So you had a chance to get away. And now it's just gonna stand there. So that's cool. It's pretty safe to come down here, I think. Is it just gonna hang out? I don't want it to just hang out. Yeah, come on. Come at me. Oh, for real? Oh, and then here's a miner. What are you here to dig? You're here to dig over here. Let's not do that. Give us a moment. Okay, and then there's a polar bear, and then there go the things, and there we're good. Okay. You all good? We do have an injured citizen, but that is the miner. That is, or just a stone cutter. You were just in the area? Okay, I guess that's fine. Yeah. Okay, that was fine. It was fine. Keep digging this way. They have a... Oh, you're here to construct a floor. That's what it was. I hope they grab these corpses. So now we can get in here pretty safely. Right? All this can be mined. Eventually, once they're able to get in there. Go like that. Yeah, the polar bears have been helping. Not even just the polar bear people, but the polar bears. Oh, and we have, oh no, we have 4 injured citizens. Are you okay? So this is the dust is gonna cause some repercussions. So you are dizzy, vision lost, but it's last time we experienced this, it seemed that it wore off. Yeah, we have 4. So the miner is pretty seriously injured, and then the 3 soldiers who got exposed to dust. But it seems they're all going up to the hospital under their own power. Hey, there's much less garbage up here. And we built that. Perfect. Oh, and I want to remove this garbage dump. This is no longer a garbage dump. It's just surface. Just a pile of bunny skeletons. We'll do a trade with the kobolds. Okay. Oh, that's cool that we expose something on the level above. That's kind of handy. And then this is warm. So there's gonna be magma back here. Okay, and people are gonna grab all that, right? Grab all the diamonds, please. So let's say... I'm gonna dig like right here. And hope no one dodges into magma, because that would be sad. Just, okay, that's fine. Just dodging through the magma. Okay. Sure. Guess that means we could also do a floor here. Eventually. I'm down to 1 injured citizen. I think that's okay. The deadly dust doesn't seem to be that deadly. It mostly seems to be annoying. Are you're hauling? Oh, because you're making a floor. You're also making a floor. You were also making a floor. You move much faster while hauling a rock. That's nice. Deep within the strange place, we've uncovered what must be a treasure of the gods. It is Mororon. A glowing metal pick. Excellent. Ooh. I love that name. Mororon. Mororon. That is a fun one to say. Can I grab it? There's not really a ramp there, is there? I think we would have to channel down like that. We still don't see adamantine. Starting to think there might not be any in this level. If you were digging underground, like deep, deep underground, and just found a glowing pick, would you use it? Would you trust that pick? Let's find a spot for it up here. I guess just plop it here. Why not? Glowing metal pick. There you are. Perfect. So now someone should be able to grab that. And then, in theory, the next dangerous spot is going to be like here. Which we can't quite get to. I guess we could do here. Of course, there could be something hiding behind that. That's really the trick, doing multiple levels like this. Oh, you're schist. And then that can go. And then this can go. And then this can go. Huh. so slow. I do like having a fortress with like small people and large people, because they definitely have their strengths and weaknesses. Large people just are better at moving big things around. And small people are better at like dodging and moving quickly when they're unencumbered. Orthoclase there, so we can dig that. That seems fine. Trila, the furnace operator, has created Zurasirka, a gypsum scepter. Yet another gypsum artifact. Do we just need to, like, destroy all the gypsum so that no one makes more artifacts out of it? So I'm sure they could do better. What was it? It's a scepter. Our second gypsum scepter. I guess we should also place some more pedestals. Let's do like... How do I want to do this? So this is our middle. Maybe something like this. We'll do that. Okay. So we got that. So I think we can drain this water. Do like here. And I don't know, let's do here. Oh no, this just goes up. Wow. These things are big. We still have a ramp in here. So let's just dig out all of this. And take that and that. Yeah, that's all fine. And then this as well. So, if I want to reveal more in here, I think I want to dig like here. Kind of playing it fast and loose by telling people to come down here to make floors and dig dangerous spots at the same time. But I don't care. Hey, look, something evil. Oh, and you're already dead. Oh, great. A horned brute. Profane crumbled. Okay. Well, that didn't take long. So now you are under there. So that's good. You were here, dig. I should... Let's just erase this. I'm just going to cancel these. But that kind of confirms that there's not going to be adamantine here. I think we need to go down one more level to find any. So that's cool. You just immediately... Horned Brute kicks the miner in the head, and the head explodes into gore. That's a good sign. I'm just gonna go... We're gonna do like a frame by frame here. Yep. You need to run. Little kobold. Did you just... You killed someone... Or no, you're still running. Okay. But we found that corpse. We're gonna need more miners at this rate. You are bleeding very, very quickly. But you're running in the right direction. And you're faster than it is. Now you're going... No, that's a dead end. That was the wrong decision. Pain, pain. So now it's gonna follow you down. Yup. And now you're in a dead end. And it doesn't care about the magma, clearly. Oh. 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 Can you... Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's so sad. What got all the way around, juked it around in the dead end, and then died on the stairs. Oh, that's sad. And no one else is coming down here, right? Okay. So what are you doing? You're here to dig? Where are you digging? You're digging down here. Let's not dig down here. You're just gonna stand on the corpse for a second. Okay. Come on. Our squads are still fine. Squads are still fine. Just gonna guard its kill for a little bit, and then there's a polar bear. Wow, the... Jeez. That was quick. The bolt throwers, I think are really what does it here. Horned Brute. Gores the miner. Miner looks sick, yeah. Yeah, that was all bad. That was all bad things. Horned Brute kicks the war giant polar bear in the lower body, bruising the muscle, bruising the guts. War giant polar bear misses. The brute gores the polar bear in the upper body, tearing the middle spine's nervous tissue. That's kind of bad. Horned Brute kicks the polar bear, bruising the liver. Polar bear misses. Horned Brute kicks the polar bear in the tail. Polar bear misses. Horned Brute kicks the polar bear in the leg, fracturing the bone. Flying copper bolt strikes the Horned Brute in the thorax, breaking away the tissue. So we didn't get a hit in until that first copper bolt from the bolt thrower, and then that just annihilated it. So that's cool. That is two more miners down. Oh my god. We need to find some more miners. Why doesn't anyone want to move here? Eagle Man. Peasant, trapper, milker. Are you happy leaving this fort to the AI? Is there a risk it falls to the goblins? There's always a risk that your unattended forts will fall to goblins. I think we're pretty safe. The main thing, like when you leave, the game will still send like goblin sieges here, but it's not gonna like simulate, oh, they're walking through the ice sheet and then here's the bolt throwers firing at this angle and blah blah blah, right? It's not going to simulate all that in the same way that it would if we were here. Kind of abstracts things. Oh, the polar bear died. Damn. Damn. That polar bear saved our butts, I think. But I think we're gonna be leaving most of the polar bears. We're gonna leave our squads. So I think the game will recognize that we have some very highly skilled defenders. We can do all that. I guess I want to leave this one. But there is always a risk. There's always a risk that things happen while we're gone. Like, things have been happening since we've been here. Right? Like, Mischief Nest has fallen. Leopard Bins is still fine. Leopard Bins has a population of 2,000, it says, which is not actually correct, but, you know. I don't know what else has changed. The Mischief Nest, I know, has changed hands a couple times. I mean, here's Goblin Fortress of Play Paints. That used to belong to our civilization, but now is occupied by goblins. I want to say we've been there in adventure mode as well. It's like things continue to happen. Will adventure mode be trying to balance the odds? Yeah, I want to, there is one Goblin Fortress still surviving, right? Like, we have Reg controlling one Goblin Fortress. We have another Goblin Fortress that fell to AI, like the humans, I think, took it down. And then the third Goblin civilization is what's been sieging us this whole time. So I think our adventure is going to be going to visit those goblins. That's kind of my goal here. Yeah, it's a bit dead polar bear. That's sad. These are all, I mean, we have several polar bears that could be given war training. Or I guess these are war trained, they're just not assigned to anyone. Okay. I mean, we could do war training on all these as well. Oh, why not? So I'm assuming one of our squad members no longer has a polar bear assigned to them because it died, which is sad. But there are, I mean, there's 4 here. So where's, okay. Komon has Karlas. We're looking for who owned Klol. It could have been Zaspy. Well, you don't have one because I never assigned one to you. So actually you're gonna get a polar bear. Bloop. I'm tempted to give one to the rest of the other squad as well. Rithel has Elzan. Oh, Sakrith. Yeah, oh, Sakrith has a lot of dead friends. Oh, but you're not in the squad. You just happen to be a polar bear. And here's Storlet. You have two giant polar bears. Interesting. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're fine. I guess that's gonna make that unusable, isn't it? We'll just leave that for the moment. You are just down here choking on smoke, but you're hanging out where your owner died, so that's sad. That's sad. But we can release all this water. And then we basically just have to pick a spot to randomly mine down, which is incredibly dangerous. And then, yeah, I guess that's fine. Still working around here. There's orthoclase, and then we can do that. That is fine. And that's all just gonna drain. So we can do this, we can do all of this. There's almost certainly something right there. That's kind of dangerous. Can't get in there from above. But we could do here. We could do here. Hey, our elf friend is here. Okay, the fort seems to be trucking along. Maybe we should get more clothing going. I'm curious where our clothing situation is at. It says 50 kobolds need bodywear, 23 need shoes, 100 need headwear, which I guess I haven't been keeping up on the hats, and 50 for legwear. Yeah, let's do... I'm gonna do another set of kobold clothing. I'm just gonna do cloth toga, yarn skirt. I'm gonna do 50 of each. And they are 4 kobolds. Goodness gracious. Hopefully someone's coming for this. Is someone gonna bury the pet? Do I have tombs that can take pets? Let's make sure we have places for the pets to go. Yeah, I guess we've been losing some pets. There's our most recent minor deaths. There's Mothast. Probably need to start digging more. Wow, look at all our tombs. We've been going through some kobolds. If I dig over here, well, I guess that's fine. That's fine. Now we need to mine out from above, so it doesn't turn into a giant leaky mess. Okay, and we're getting around here. This is schist. There's obsidian there. Now, this is all looking much better. So I guess I do want to get rid of here, here, here. Put our floor in. Tempted to pop this open. It says warm damp. Just damp. I bet there's a monster right there. I bet you this is a monster. Man, how are we gonna choose where to go down? I was kind of hoping we'd reveal something on this level, but we have nothing. Cat stretch. How am I doing? I am doing okay. I totally missed that. Oh, I forgot about the kobolds are here to trade. Trade. I am doing fine. Work is kind of dragging on, you know? You don't have any of the nice meat, do you? You don't really have the nice meat. And you have plump helmets, and you have 5 tomatillos. Okay. Would it be the valve? You didn't even bring any books. Are you gonna start bringing better caravans now that the king isn't here? Yeah, I don't care about any of that. I don't care. Oh, got that. Damn, stone located 33. Oh, because I'm aware that it's damp. I'm aware that it's damp. It's the whole point. There we go. Hey, we've discovered a treasure. It wasn't a monster. It was a pair of gloves. Flashing metal right glove and left glove. Very nice. Okay. It's interesting that they get like completely separate names. Yay, gloves. Let's plop them down here to keep us warm from the depths of the earth. They just stay warm all the time. It was flashing metal, I think is what it said. Flashing metal gloves. There you are. Okay, cool. Just plop those there. But that reveals the middle here. That's pretty nice. We could do... Where else? I guess I do want to put the floor back in here. It's incredible how long some of the magma takes to dry out. Like, most of it will be gone pretty quick, but then, like, there's 1 or 2 that just stay forever. Okay. We'll let someone grab the gloves. the fancy gloves. Someone's coming for the gems, right? That all should be fine. I could do like here, there's probably something, and then there's gonna be something in here. A bunch of this is warm. I bet you there's some magma in here. It's damp because there was water here, so it's gonna be warm because there's magma over here. Let's do here? Because this is, I mean, that's not warm. That's not safe. That's obsidian, that is schist. So how do I go about this? I mean, this is probably, this is warm, but like this isn't warm. So I don't think there's magma back here. Though it could be a monster. Could always be a monster. This is all warm and damp. But like this one isn't? Interesting. I don't know how to interpret some of these. I wish there was a way to tell if it was like residual warmth or there's warmth behind the thing. Oh, there's wetness here. That's interesting. Maybe we go in from over here. Maybe like right here. That might be how to do it. Or do we just leave it alone? Do we just say, let's go down a level? I'm actually gonna do a stair here. There's gonna be no way to drain anything here. I'm gonna do a stair right there. Might have to like end up pumping things back here. Why is no one coming for that one? I assigned them both, right? I signed them both. This is all pretty secure. Here's orthoclase. This is diamond. This is schist. Jeez. Native platinum, that's fun. Grand Tactician is visiting. Oh, you want quivers? Okay, fine. I wonder if the king will ever visit. I think that would be cool. We're just gonna check. We don't have any Chorister, Apprentice Schemer, Chorister, Grand Trapper, Grand Schemer, Apprentice Inventor, Apprentice Trapper. Are all guests here. We have our Grand Inventor, we have our Winged Voice, we have a Chorister. And a Grand Tactician. We still have a lot of people from like our civilization-wide noble positions, but we don't have the king. Oh, and it's so far down here. Okay. Raw. Oh, we just revealed it. Okay. And there's no way that we just. Oh, wow. Okay. Perfect. Ooh. It's right there. We have 3 pieces already ready for us, just right there. But there's no rock to make stairs into, so I guess we could do stairs like this, right? Let's do stairs like that. Put a floor. Well, actually, can I just channel out that? And then that's gonna be our, we're gonna make a pump here to pump out that water and get to our adamantine. Okay. This is just gonna go here. Does not need to be magma safe. I'm gonna put in a wall like this. And then I'll just pump it out that way. That's a nice way to do it. I want this to be high priority. Actually, I'm going to tell our squads to go take a break. Because it's going to take a minute to make the pump and to pump it out, and our first 3 tiles are free. We already know that these 3 are safe, and that's technically all I needed for the breastplate. If we want bonus extra credit, we could go further for another male shirt, but that would take another 6 tiles of adamantine. These 3 will get us the breastplate. Welcome in, bootlegger. How's it going? Yeah, because I have 6. Perfect. Okay, we're in good shape here. We're doing good. We've lost like 10 people today. No, we've only lost like 5 or 6 people today. Oh, and this is done. Like, look at this. Check this out. It is filled with water at the moment, and then soon it will reverse itself. Yeah, it's going to take a moment, but it's been doing itself automatically, so it's filling with water. The bears, we do have the bears. Our bears are saving our butts. The bears are amazing. We did lose 2 bears today. We lost 1 to a tantrum. We lost 1 to mysterious reasons. I'm wondering if it was old age. She was just found in the temple. And then we lost like an actual polar bear to a monster. This is my sauna. I've made the walls out of ice. We're down here on, like, this is magma flow directly underneath here. I have ice walls, and we're making steam. It works. It all works. It's gonna fill up until a depth of 4 or so. Once the water buttons are detecting 4s, switches over to magma, it all flashes to steam, and then it reverses itself. I can see some of the buttons like pressing temporarily. This is my favorite. And it's barely even costing us frames. Like, we've been hanging out at 30 for a while now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now it's gonna reverse. There it goes. And then we get steam. Our dog down here is gonna have fun in the steam. Dwarven polar engineering did not quite flow off the tongue like I'd hoped. It's good enough for kobolds. And it's good enough for me. Yeah, it all flashes to steam, gets rid of all the water. It just goes up to a depth of 2 for the magma. And then it flips back over. It's perfect. It's perfect. See, now it's already filling back up with water. Because the water goes faster. The water fills faster. And also we were finding if there's a bunch of magma and we're letting the water flow in, the magma flows back into the water pipes. So I basically fill with water, like a quantity of water, and then pump in just enough magma to flash it all to steam, and then start filling it back up with water. That's basically what happens. There's just a fire snake hanging out in the sauna. Meditating on rivers, praise rivers! This is the ultimate river, isn't it? This is the confluence of 2 different kinds of river. I guess I've been keeping that in the back of my mind too. Like leopard bends, we have rivers because there's a volcano. Like a volcano is a kind of river, right? And then the second fortress in the Evil Forest was on a river. It's actually on a confluence of rivers over a waterfall. So we built a water temple there, or a river temple. And then here we're on a glacier. We don't have a naturally occurring river, but we have created a river down here. We've created the combination between the water and the magma rivers and turned it into a temple. I love it. That's just gonna take its time, I guess? Is someone working on this? I guess someone's working on it. And then some of this is easy enough. We can keep digging back this way. We can keep digging this way. That's diamond. That's schist. Cool. Oh, and you can take a break too. I suppose you're fine. I don't know why no one wants to deal with this. Porcupine devil skeleton. Look at all that magma. Is the water? Wow, it's actually the water that's having a hard time keeping up. But that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, if we can get this built, if we can get this pumped out and get to our adamantine, we might be able to wrap up everything I intended to do here. Unless there's anything else. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do here? This is feeling relatively complete. We have a nice full treasure vault. Gorgeous, gorgeous treasure vault. Just need to complete it with that one breastplate. We did clean the surface. I guess there's still like blocks lying around, but that's also whatever. I don't know why there's forbidden stuff there. I don't see people cycling through this perpetually. We cleaned up our surface here. We quarried a bunch of ice. We have our wind farm. Got plenty of power. We have our throne room. Now that there's no king here. The empty frozen throne. It's still glorious. We have our squads training up here. Got the polar bears just everywhere. There's just polar bears everywhere, which is perfect. Which is exactly as how it should be. What's all this? Is this microcline? That's all microcline. We built this out of ice, though. Everything on the surface is made of ice. Except for a couple tiles here. That's whatever. I'm not fixing that. I guess we never finished beautifying our actual fortress area, did we? Can probably do a lot more smoothing. This level's pretty good. There is some moss lying around. Maybe what we do... Our poor bar stockpile is overflowing. I'm gonna put in some microcline floor just to make it look better. The moss can live in the cave. It's fine. There's plenty of moss down there. This all seems fine. Basically all smooth. Everyone's bedrooms are smooth. There's a bunch of mud in here. I guess we can do like this. That'll clean it up a little bit. This is all fine. We should smooth all of that. There is just a bunch of... There's just mud. It's just mud everywhere. Yeah, look at all this. It's almost like this was all aquifer. This should all be fixed. That's a lot of mud. Okay. The stuff in the rooms I don't care about as much. It's mostly just the hallways I want to clean up. And then this level is just... This level's just mud. This level can stay mud. This is the catacombs. So I do want to smooth the rest of this. I guess I want to smooth all of this. Whatever isn't smooth, please smooth. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, just do it all. Make it as nice as we can. Okay. And then we should smooth this so it's not leaking. That's kind of it. I mean, I kind of want to make our jail better, but also we don't have any prisoners now that they've died. So I'm not going to sweat it. A foolish builder defaced a Kleelu? Where? Oh, because... Were there engravings under here? I guess there were a couple engravings. Okay, well... Sorry, Kleelu. Kleelu's dead, it's fine. You want a bronze statue in your throne room. I think I have bronze. That's your study, right? I guess I need to make a bronze statue. I think I have bronze, but I don't have bronze statue. Okay. This is a third of the way done. Hooray. It's tempting to test fate, but not gonna. Not gonna. Oh, and we revealed below. Ooh. Oh, and this is adamantine as well. Ooh. Oh. That's interesting. So it's up here. And then down here. That is curious. And then that's going to be the bottom level. Wow, there's only 2 levels of adamantine here. That's interesting. It'd be great if this got done. There you go. One more. Of course, we should have, like, mechanics and architects be, like, large people. Or what if you had a fortress with... Like, you have a fortress with large people and small people. Kind of like we have here, but more on purpose. And you assign all the large people all the hauling jobs and, like, the construction jobs and the mechanics jobs and architecture jobs. And then the small people are like the craftsmen. Hey, there we go. Of course, now we have a polar bear trapped back there. But that's fine. We'll go ahead and pump. You're not going to drown. There's not that much water. If you could have like a... I was gonna say like a caste system, but maybe that's not a positive thing. I don't know, you have people playing to their strengths, right? A bunch of mule people hauling things around. And a bunch of little gremlins carving designs into the floor. I think that'd be interesting. And you'd gain like a little bit of efficiency out of it. You wouldn't be waiting for little kobolds to drag boulders everywhere. Someone's coming for this eventually, maybe. Guess I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick while we're waiting for this to happen. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hey, look, we're pumping. You're fine, Rur. You'll be fine. Honestly, that's kind of enough on its own. Right? That's shallow enough. That is fine. So let's stop pumping. We're gonna let this kind of spread out so it doesn't flow back. But now we can mine these 3 specific tiles of adamantine. And that's all I care about. That's all I care about. Does, I don't know if I ever made like steel... I don't know that I made steel mail shirts. I guess I did. You do have a large steel mail shirt. Cool. So yeah, we're just going to make an adamantine breastplate for Mosier. And then we're going to call it good. Howdy, howdy, Evan Kier. How's it going? Our sauna is functional. Look at my sauna. It's perfect. Automatically switches between pumping water and magma, and when they combine, it goes psst. It's very, very nice. And it looks nice. And the walls are made of ice. It's a sauna at the bottom of the world made of ice. It is magnificent. Why, yes, I am. Okay, I think we can remove this now. Going fine, mostly bored. That's fair. Well, we're here chilling. We've lost several kobolds today to our stupid pillar here. But I just want 3, I literally want 3 pieces of adamantine so I can make a polar bear size adamantine breastplate to go with the rest of the adamantine armor that we've made. And then probably next stream, if we can get this breastplate made, I think next stream is going to be an adventure stream. Mosier is going to take the fight to the goblins. Yeah. That's going to take a moment. This is very pretty. I'm happy with this. I'm sad there aren't more people down here, but I understand why. There isn't actually anything to attract them down here. Posture check, that's fair. I've been spending way too much time in this chair recently. Also, I'm out of tea. I guess as we're wrapping up here, let's check in on some of our citizens here. We have Egal sleeping over here. Embarrassed in his poor bedroom. Oh, because I gave you a second bedroom, so you need to not sleep in the poor one. Egal. Silly person. But our previous apprentice for, you know, the inheriting our position, because you're wanting your bronze statue, died mysteriously. Do I not have bronze? I do not have bronze. Wow. Make bronze bars, use bars. So do that. But now Egal is our new apprentice. She hasn't been doing a whole lot here. Though, of course, all of her skills, like when they first joined our fortress, they had 0 experience in everything. So she's been dabbling in all of the skills, which is interesting. Good creativity, good intellect, ability to read emotions fairly well, ability to focus, and good intuition, but she has an iffy sense for music and a shortage of patience and a poor memory. She's frequently depressed after experiencing trauma last year. She has little time for forgiveness and will generally seek retribution. Ah, good. Good. She lacks confidence in her abilities. She is very slow to anger after being confined in 148. Yep. So yeah, 148 is when we adopted them all. That was 30 years ago. These bears have been with us for 30 years in game. That's kind of incredible. Doesn't feel envious of others, doesn't often experience strong cravings, tends to not reveal personal information, has a tendency to consider ideas and abstractions over practical applications, tends to assume the worst of two outcomes will be the one that comes to pass. So she will make for a great leader for us someday. You're just going to come down here and eat in the jail? Okay. Don't think about the truth, whatever that is. Just say what needs to be said. Interesting. I've never seen that one before. And then who are you? Dlarl, the beekeeper. We don't have bees. Content in your very good bedroom. We've had several babies born here. Can we check in on our... Can we check on our hatchlings? We have these 3 children. How do I tell? I know some of them have died. Some of them were born here and then lived long enough to become adults and then died. I wish I could sort by like age or something. It's been a long fort. It sure has. I'm very happy with it. Let's look at Dada here, a 1-year-old. Still being carried around? No, actually, you're on your own. Weirdest autocorrect of the week. It's probably a high bar. She has very good creativity, but she has a shortage of patience and poor focus. It me. Likes a little excitement now and then. She's a hardened individual. This is a hardened 1-year-old kobold. She is assertive. D is next to F and I is next to O. I got it. That makes sense. I mean, whatever. Autocorrect do what it wants sometimes. Okay, let's check how our candy mine is going. We got 2 of them done, and people are coming to grab them. And now it is spring, and now more people die. Now we have made it 80 years. I guess this is the 80th year now. But still, 80 years in this world. I sound delighted. Kind of? Not actually delighted, but I don't know. Now more things are gonna happen. I'm curious what happens. I'm just gonna unpause. Oh, I don't hear a bunch of corpse sounds. That seems fine. Maybe we didn't have anyone die this year. Oh, the giant cave spider died. That one giant cave spider we had. Oh well, that's fine. I guess we can keep poking around the sides here. You good? You can leave, okay. What else? What else? Oh yeah, a bunch of animals. A bunch of animals died. We still have our weremonkey. I'm surprised that weremonkey has survived. Might even be the last weremonkey in the world for all we know. I still have a strand extractor? Do we lose our strand extractor? Oh, that's unfortunate. We're down to a novice strand extractor. Well then, that's gonna take a moment. It'll show up here eventually. Oh yeah, our fire snakes. Well, I guess I could have melted down the cages. But they're silly, so I like them. I like the silly things. This all looks better. There's just a random mug here. It appears we have made a bronze statue. That is for Sadler's office. You want bronze statue? There's bronze statue. Still have a bunch of dye. A lot of the systems that we built are just still working. We've cycled through many people, cycled through many citizens, but the systems are still working. Our king is buried in the royal throne room. All that smoothing happened, so I guess let's put in some more tombs. Always need more tombs. Never know when 30 people are gonna die. Yep. It's all working. It's all working. Okay. We have mined our 3 pieces of adamantine. I'm not even gonna bother with the rest. I'm not gonna tempt fate. I think what's gonna happen ultimately, when we're done with this world, when I am satisfied with our story in this world. Oh hey, hello necromancer. Welcome. I think what happens when we're done with this world, and I'm satisfied with everything that's happened, is I'm gonna make the save file available as whatchamacallit? Why am I missing the word? I was just thinking about the word. The one where you pass the fort back and forth. Why does my brain just loses words sometimes? It's very cool. Succession, thank you. Yes. I think I'm going to turn this into a succession world. So in the future, if anyone else just wants to find more adamantine, I'm going to leave this here for you. There is exposed adamantine. It's just, you know, dangerous and awkward to get to. But it'll be there. Thinking rabies. Oh, that too. Mono. Things you pass back and forth. Okay, so now we're just waiting for our novice strand extractor to extract some strands. Because there's one right there. Did you already finish one? I need to make sure it doesn't get used. Still, okay, so this is the first one. That's the second one. And the third one is being hauled up presently. Seems like a reasonable thing to assume. And then we will use it. All the llamas. Let's check in on the caves. Our caves were absolutely crammed. Like standing room only for llamas down here. It's also interesting that like it's covered in mud. But like there's clearly moss underneath the mud. I don't really know how that works. Usually moss grows on top of mud. But there's mud on top of the moss, but that means that the llamas have been fine as far as like food goes. We haven't had any starve to death. They've just been dying of old age. So here you're milking. So we're still milking. We've been making cheese this whole time. And we've been shearing. We had a bunch of wool upstairs as well. And then look at these. This used to be a yak pen. I don't know where the rabbits came from. I think we literally started with, I think we had 2 rabbits. And now we have a lot of rabbits. Even the sheep. We haven't been shearing the sheep because I did not realize we had sheep. We had yaks down here. I kind of just locked them all in and forgot about them. That's really funny. That was a long time ago. That was several years ago. Oh, we should close this. We've also gone like 30 years here without a single forgotten beast. I think it's because our cave is not like able to receive them. Because we've had surface monsters. We had a giant or a cyclops or something. We had a surface mega beast, but we have not had any cave mega beasts. Hey, there's one strand. Now someone should get a job to turn that into a wafer. Yep. We're gonna keep an eye on this. Because I still have that, right? I still have a legendary armor smith. Eat here has been with us for quite a while. We have legendary blacksmith. Eat is I'm sure Eat is pretty old as well. You're gonna be a painful one to lose. 93 years old. Our legendary weaponsmith, legendary armorsmith, is going to die in the next couple years. So it's good that we're getting what we want. Unfocused after lack of decent meals. We have so many decent meals. We have so many decent meals. Or at least we did. You're all drinking down here. I guess that makes sense. At least we had a whole lot of meals. Are we out of meals? Are we out of meals? It's only worth like 10 a piece. Yeah, I guess it's been a while since we've actually imported some nice meat. Interesting. Yeah, our food situation is slowly deteriorating, but I think it's gonna be fine. Or like, there's a prepared meal thing in here, right? We're down to 200 prepared meals. Wow. We've had so many meals. We've made so many meals here. But I guess we're out of our fancy things. Yeah, 32 for 200. That's only like 10 a piece. Oh, but that's also like yours. Hilarious. Do you have all the meals? Does the weremonkey have all of the rest of the meals? Where's all your stuff? You had clothes. You had clothes. Uh-oh, strange mood. There's loose adamantine and someone has a strange mood. Okay, where is our strand? Who has the strand? You have the strand. I am watching this. Administrator is taken by a Femood. But hi, Necromancer. Sorry, I got distracted. How are you? What's up? We're having a pretty chill one here today, but that's also kind of what I need right now, I think. Could be, I mean, you're working on number 2. I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna take us another 10 minutes or so, but I think it's gonna be fine. Okay, and then you... Okay, I'm actually just gonna lock this right here. So I don't want someone grabbing it. I'll unlock it when we want to use it. Where's our... So you've claimed Bishop. Right? It's you? It's you. Oh, you're even in our squad. High Master Organizer. Fell asleep? That's fair. It is one of those streams. Tell me about your wiki gacha polls. I noticed there's just a bunch of corpses there. Like today or just recently, they added the ability to synchronize your Wikigacha collection with your Google account. So now you can actually save them instead of just exporting them. Sometimes a happy place becomes a sleepy space. True. Just means you feel safe, right? Yeah, I get the impression that they've had an increase of traffic rate recently. I wonder if it's gone viral in a couple places. An elven caravan is here, and I don't care. That's all fine. That's fine. We're just gonna let this go. I think my best card is still James Marsden. I can just pull it up here. I have 2 legendaries. One of my legendaries is not very good. One thing I've noticed, this is completely unrelated to what we're doing right now. One thing I've noticed is that I have several high rarity cards that don't have very high attack or defense, which is interesting. Some of my best cards are not very high rarity. But like my 2 legendaries are the AMX-30, which is a type of tank, French main battle tank. And then an article called Polish Culture During World War II, which is a very well-written article, I take it. It's a legendary card, but it's only got 3,000 attack, so it's not very well visited. It's not a very popular article, which is interesting to think about. Okay, you are grabbing this. You're gonna make a wafer. Got 2 cards with over 10,000 defense. Wow. The fact that I got independently shared twice in Discord is a sign. I know. I wonder how popular it's gotten. I've also noticed a couple times I've tried to like open a pack and it says like, hold on, heavy traffic. It makes me wait a couple seconds. Legendariness probably has more to do with being someone's special interest, true. Because it's more about the quality of the article is what determines its rarity. I don't know who determines the quality of the article. If that's like does the Wikipedia page actually say like doesn't really say the quality of it, right? Or is that tracked anywhere? It's a thing Wikipedia does. Is there a where can I see it? Determined by the Q score. Sometimes it warns you it's low quality. Interesting. I don't know if I've caught that. I've seen like this article is short or it's a stub. I saw one. Oh, some of my favorites. So you can search your collection by category. Oh, what? You are storing? Okay, I guess that's fine. Let's watch where it goes. Let's keep an eye on this. You can look through your stuff by category, and some of my favorite cards are concepts. Like I have the concept of pizza delivery, Major League Soccer attendance, several other things, but also just understanding. I have the concept of understanding as a Wikigotcha card. And that amuses me. It's not a very good card. It's not bad. It's got 5,800 attack, 1,600 defense. So it's not a very long article. Everyday mathematics. Oh, thick concept. This is something that I didn't know about. I saw that I had this card and I had to look it up. Because what the heck is a thick concept? There's a Wikipedia about the idea of a thick concept. Which greatly amuses me. One of my rarest cards is a Zionist Trump funder that has 10,000 attack by like 4,000 defense. Hilarious. Hilarious. Super special rare Tiffany glass. Nice. Oh yeah, like you can look at people. Where's James Marsden? Must not be Yeah, my top attacker, James Marsden, is only a super rare card. Only a 60 quality score out of 100. But my top attacker across all things. But as far as people go, I have James Marsden. I have Jude Bellingham, who's apparently a English professional football player for Real Madrid. I'm sure people know who this person is. 10,000 attack, 10,000 defense. Probably my most well-rounded card. Roland Emmerich? German-American filmmaker. Christina Loken. I don't know that name. American actress and model. So, like, it's a rare card. 8,000 attack, 2,000 defense. So not a very long article, but people look at it. Rosalie Craig. I feel like I know that name. Oh, and Peter Molyneux, which is hilarious. The Real player was Jude Bellingham. I'm allowed to post links. Okay, we made our third adamantine strand. I want to watch it get turned into a thing. Nope, didn't mean to click that again. I have C418, who's, I believe, one of the, like, does some of the music for Minecraft, among other things. Which is pretty cool. 7,000 attack, 4,700 defense. He's very, very famous. I figured, yeah. Given the numbers, I've never heard of him, but I kind of figured people knew who he was. I'm continuing to collect my girl power deck. Rule is no business people or politicians. Excellent. It's funny you don't know, but knowledgeable is all about what you know, just how it goes. It's true. I mean, I'm sure if, oh yeah, no, there is also a she Minecraft musician, but this is not that person. C418 is a he, I believe. Daniel Rosenfield. But yeah, like if I were, like I could probably name a lot of really, really famous American sports people that you wouldn't know, right? Like it's just because I don't follow football. Okay. You are going to make my last wafer. Also, so like, it also puts like fictional characters in here. So I have Carnage, the character. 6,800 attack, 5,700 defense. Jude Bellingham is not a crazy shout for best player in the world at times. He was very good at a young age, still is young, maybe 10 now. Interesting. Yes, USA doesn't love soccer so much. Not so much. Even our own soccer teams don't get that much love. Okay. We're watching this happen. Top 10, gotcha. Administrator has created Sipzakarl Kuro Artillery. A gypsum earring. Another gypsum. Another gypsum thing. Well, we're just gonna plop it down here. One of my ultra rares is literally April 1911. Interesting. Also, Metropolitan Opera. Interesting. I've learned some interesting things from this already. There's some things that are listed as people that are definitely not people. I have Espresso Martini as a person. It's not a person who goes by Espresso Martini. It links to the article about the cocktail. Was it an earring? What was it? It was an earring. There you are. Okay. So now we have 9 adamantine wafers. I'm going to unforbid them all. I'm going to go down to our forge. This one specifically, right? This is locked to our legendary person. You're going to make, and I'm going to remember to resize this, right? Adamantine breastplate, sized for polar bear men. Do that now, please. Emergency alert service gets super special rare status, which, hell yeah, someone's special interest, I guess. That's funny. How's the flooding going? I think it's about where it was. I haven't altered it, if that makes sense. I could do... like this level is just constantly damp. Just this level will be damp, like ankle deep water for eternity. And then this level's almost full again. We have 1 magma crab and 3 pond grabbers. So not a whole lot right now. Yeah, people keep coming through here. Why does this keep getting unlocked? I don't know what happens here that people keep going through here. I know there's a flooded stair here, but I I tried to give them a way around. They shouldn't willingly go into depth 5 water. We are slowly melting objects. We will not be finishing the melting the objects thing. We still have this much left to melt. Hilarious. This is all of our goblinite. Some of these only have 1 or 2 things, but some of these are quite full. And then this tile has a lot on it. Because that's where it dumps. And then just a bunch of stuff here. Yeah. Okay. We're working on it. Oh, the thing that I learned about, so it's not actually a person, but it's in the people category. And it's called breaching. And it's not about whales. It's about how apparently, back in the day, we're talking mid-16th century to late 19th or earliest 20th century, young boys in parts of the Western world were unbreeched and wore gowns or dresses until an age that varied between 2 and 8. Various forms of relatively subtle differences usually enabled others to tell depictions of little boys from those of little girls in codes that modern art historians are able to understand but may be difficult for the layperson to discern. Breaching was an important rite of passage in the life of a boy. Looked forward to with much excitement and often celebrated with a small party. It often marked the point at which the father became more involved with raising the boy. So apparently, back in the day, when you were a little boy, you wore dresses. Spelled like breeches? Exactly. There was like a day of celebration where you put on your pants. You were given a pair of pants, and they said, "You're a boy now. Happy Pants Day." Honestly, more practical to put kids in dresses. I think that's probably part of it. It might be part of it. But you look at the pictures in this article, this is like high society stuff. This is like little miniature Napoleon wearing a dress. Like super, super fancy dresses. The picture here, dress with sewn in tucks in both layers of the skirt to allow for growth. So it's like, instead of giving a 2-year-old boy a pair of pants every 3 months, which is what you have to do these days, they had like little baby dresses that were like expanded as you grew a little bit, and then you reach the age of like 3, and they're like, okay, now you can have pants. Yes! Masterwork, large adamantine breastplate. Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Oh, it's so good. Okay, we place that on a pedestal. We place this on our pedestal, and I think we're good. I think we're good. I want to make sure that this ends up where it's gonna go. That means this entire suit of armor is exceptional or masterwork. Large adamantine breastplate. Put it there. Got exceptional greaves. We got masterwork boots. We got exceptional helmet. We got exceptional gauntlets. And we got a divine metal axe. And it's all gonna go on one polar bear person. And we're gonna go say hi to some goblins. That's the plan here. I am so excited. I love the whole thing except the dads being able to avoid kid duty until then. I agree. I thought that was funny too. It reminded me of Crusader Kings. It feels like there's moments in Crusader Kings where you're like, who is going to raise my child? I am king. I do not raise children. You raise my child. Cloth used to be so expensive. That's true. Cloth used to be a very expensive thing. Georgia Hank video? No, this was I got this from Wikigotcha. I got that article as a card that I pulled. Now I saw the title. I was like, what the heck does that mean? So I had to read it. Hi, pleased to make your acquaintance. Yes. So yeah, what other ridiculous cards do I have? I've done quite a few. I've been doing quite a few polls. I have 2,600 cards total. There's 0.03%. Like the picture, the Wikigotcha battle part has like hologram projections of random politicians and abstract concepts that get annihilated by the very specific year in women's football. Right. I have a couple that are like about like a sports draft. Like just really like the 1984 NBA draft is a super special rare. It's like actually a really good card. 7,900 defense, 9,300 defense. 7,900 attack, 9,300 defense. And the 2013 NHL entry draft is also pretty decent. The 2002 WNBA draft is not quite as good. And the 1910 CFL draft is the worst of all, or worst of them all. There we go. Look at it. Admire it. I put a piece on display. That was satisfying. Look at it. Look at my collection. Tempted to consider what a Yu-Gi-Oh manga game of this would be. The themed characters, that would be fun. I want to have like, I want to hear, like I want battles to be like commentated. I wish it wasn't more just like attack, defend, attack, defend. I wish there was like moves, like Pokemon moves. So it'd be like, oh, the 1984 NBA draft comes in with the hook shot. Breaching Boys comes in with from the rail. I don't know how to do. I can't do it, but like you know what I mean, right? Like just a really high energy commentator talking about, yeah, a specific year of women's football fighting the concept of understanding. I think that would be amazing. Okay. Breaching Boys coming in with a steel pant. Okay. We've made it to year 180. I think... Are we done? Are we done? I think we might be done. I have performed the rites of the coastal coal. I am filled with wonder. Okay. I think what's gonna happen, oh, and here it's gonna like close us out with some steam. I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna retire this fortress. I was literally wondering, oh my god, are you for real right now? Are you for real right now? Okay. I'm not even gonna complete the sentence. Next stream, we are going to fight off a siege and then go on an adventure. Maybe both of them in the same stream. I'm not dealing with that right now. One less dust up before we leave. We can't just leave cleanly, right? Can't have it all just wrap up nicely. Watch this be like the worst siege. Watch this be like an incredibly bad siege. I'm gonna not make that happen, but My God. My God. Never ends. Maybe you can pump a bunch of water and sweep them off a cliff. Not that quickly. We would have a hard time even getting water up there and not freeze. That would be like something that you set up beforehand. We'll do something like that in leopard bends. We got a whole like magma chute. We have like a volcano to dump on goblins. We haven't done that yet. We have a big trap in leopard bends that we haven't used. So stay tuned for that. I think that's going to come up. Anyway, I think that's a good enough spot to wrap up on. Come by on Monday. We are going to defend against this goblin siege, apparently, and then probably almost immediately retire the fortress and go into adventure mode, because the siege won't take all stream. And I don't think there's anything else that we need to do in this fortress in the meantime. So that's going to be what we do. Mosier, the polar bear person, is going to go to the last surviving goblin fortress in this world, kitted out with candy armor, and we're going to see what he can do. We're going to see how he compares to Reg. And I have a hunch that he's going to give Reg a run for his money. And then we're going to find ourselves in our old fortress, and that'll be fun. And that's going to be what we're doing. Come by on Saturday. We're going to continue with the Talos principle. I think the stream might end a little bit, stream might start a little late because I have a thing going on earlier in the day. But I will come home and stream. So come by for that. Monday and Thursday of next week, more Dwarf Fortress. And things are going to continue. The chill part of the stream has probably concluded for a bit. Things are going to get active again, and then we're going to find ourselves back in a fortress, and things are probably going to get chill again. I mean, it's all going to be chill, right? It's all chill, but there's going to be some stuff happening in the next couple of streams, I think. So hooray! I'm now sorry that I fell asleep because I couldn't push the stream silly. Whatever. It's fine. You're fine. I got work done. I got some work done. We had tied up some loose ends. Wait, this was a special 30-minute longer stream. Yeah. I wanted to get that breastplate done. I wanted to get that breastplate done so we could retire the fortress and not get sieged again. Oh well. Death metal for the next few streams? Yep, totally. Oh geez, yeah. Anyway, today's episode is brought to you by polar bears. All the polar bears. They're coming. Always coming. And my viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, wherever you want to hang out. Be excited for the polar bears. Praise polar bears. Praise bears. If there's any bears in your life, give them a hug. And thank them for me. That's all I got for today. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you have a good rest of your week. And I hope you stay kind.